So now we're going to make the buttermilk chocolate frosting. So let's get started. So right in here I have a half a cup of butter. So I'm going to use like, I'm not going to use the full frosting mix because I'm not into frosting that much. It's a little bit too sweet for me at my age. So I'm going to make a half a batch. So I'll go over with you how to make the full batch and a half batch. And let's start. So in here, I already got my room temperature butter, which is one stick. But if you're going to make a full one, it's going to be 2 sticks to make a cup. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to get the cocoa powder, which I like using this wild cocoa powder, Dutch. And in this one, I'm going to do, like on my recipe, I'm going to do a 1/4. But if you're doing, if you're going to be doing a whole one, then I go ahead and the recipe calls for a full cup. So I got that in there, and I already got my butter beaded. I beaded it for like 5 minutes till it gets that pale yellow, because that does take a time, and I didn't think y'all wanted to watch me beat butter. So I went ahead and beat the butter for y'all in here. So we got a half a cup, I mean 1/4 of a cup, because like I said, I'm making a half of the frosting. And then we're going to mix it. Next, we're going to put in the sugar, and it's the powdered sugar we're going to be using. And the recipe calls for 2 to 3 cups. So you need to watch it as you go. So I'm going to start out using half cups on my side. So I'm going to put in probably about 1.5 cups. And if I need more, then I'll add more. Okay. Then for the vanilla, you're supposed to use 2 of these for a full batch, but again, I'm doing a half, so I'm going to use 1 teaspoon. I might go a little bit over because I love vanilla. I might put in 1.5. Okay. Next, see how the frosting is going. Next, you're going to put in the buttermilk. With the buttermilk for a full one, we're going to have to use it says buttermilk, 3 tablespoons, but I'm going to try 1.5 to 2 and see if that works. It looks like it's getting really creamy. If you can see it, that's why I use my glass bowl this time for y'all. So let's put in a half, I mean 1, and actually I'm going to probably do 2 for the buttermilk in there. And let's just whip it up a little bit. See, 1.5 of the powdered sugar works for this. It works perfect. And then the cocoa powder, like I said, I love using this. My daughter gave this to me, and I really enjoy it. So, got that. It looks like it's all done. Oh, a little bit on here. Let me just scrape this, and we'll just mix a little bit more because I got that. I'm going to scrape the sides. And when you're doing your butter, guys, make sure you scrape the sides down when you're blending it for like I said, I did mine for 3 to 5 minutes because I want to make sure I get that nice pale yellow when it comes to the frosting. So let me put this back in here, whip this up a little bit more. As you see, the frosting looks really nice. And there's your frosting. Let's see what it tastes like. You know what, but I think what I'm going to do, because I don't like the thinness of it, if you see how thin that is, I'm going to put another half of powdered sugar in here to make it a little bit thicker. Because I think I overdid it with the buttermilk, doing a half batch. So, just don't put everything up. Just keep it out. So let me put in a little bit more, because it's not supposed to be runny, your frosting. So, oops, there goes Charlie. Charlie's barking. He sees something outside. It must be birds or something. He doesn't like the birds walking across on our brick wall. Oh, there's butterflies. So maybe it's the butterflies he's barking at. Who knows, Charlie? Let's see. Okay, see, this is a little bit thicker. This is a little bit thicker. Still good, but I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Like I said, it's up to you how thick you want your frosting. I like my frosting a little bit thicker. This is why I don't do a full batch, because by the time I do this, it's enough frosting. Otherwise, I'm going to have so much frosting. Now, if it was piping cupcakes, now with this recipe, you can make cupcakes. Then if I will make a full batch if I'm piping cupcakes, because then you're probably going to need a full batch. But I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not doing this as a full batch. I'm doing a half batch. So I have my cake in the refrigerator because I wanted it to cool a little bit more than it was. So here comes the cake. Came out beautiful. Beautiful. And now we're just going to put the icing in. If you want to pipe. But see, I'm not going to pipe. I'm just going to spread it on top. Just like this. And I'm going to show you that even this half batch, to me, again, my opinion, I have plenty to do on here. And we're almost done. Got that side. Like I said, everybody's different, you know. Some people just don't like icing. If you don't like icing, I'm sure the cake's going to turn out really beautiful with that. Or if you don't want to put icing, but you want something sweet, let's sprinkle some powdered sugar on top of it. You know, get a little sifter and do that. But plain, I like plain cakes too. See, I think this is just enough in here. See? I think this is just plenty. See, this is just plenty. The half that I use. And I still have quite a bit in here. Still, there's still plenty still left. If I scrape, you could see I still have about a cup still left of frosting. So that's what I'm saying. I think I make the half of it best for me. But if you like real thick icing, you do you, I always say. So you could sprinkle some sprinkles on here if you like to. You make it more for a birthday, or if you like coconut, maybe get some coconut flakes after you toast it. Spread it on top. If you like nuts, go ahead and warm up those nuts and put them in the oven and warm them, bake them, roast them kind of like, and then layer them on top if that's what you want to do. So let's taste it now. I'm going to get me, and we're going to see. I'm excited because remember I told you when I was tasting it, it kind of tastes like espresso to me, like an espresso when it was just the batter. But now I'm getting excited and wanted to see what it tastes like. Let's see. Let's take a look. I'm just going to get us more cake. So I want you to see what it looks like in the inside. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really soft. I can tell you when I was slicing it. Here's the cake right here. As you see, it's really, really soft. Really soft. But let's see what it tastes like. See. Get some of that cake too. Got a little cold going on, I think. Let's taste it. It's good. Let me see if I got that cocoa. The icing kind of throws it all off to me if I can actually taste the espresso in the cake. So let's just see the cake. This is a good buttermilk chocolate cake with the frosting. I will make this cake again. Very light, like I said, very, very light. So I want to thank y'all for coming in and watching me play around in my kitchen, making this buttermilk chocolate cake recipe with the chocolate buttermilk icing. Again, this icing, I found this recipe on Facebook by, my printer's not printing, so I have to kind of make it a little bit darker so I can see it. BeyondFrosting.com, buttermilk-chocolate cake. So I love it. First time making her recipe. I will continue making her recipes. I just enjoyed it. So please subscribe to my channel. We're up to almost, what, 550 in subscriber. Woohoo! Happy that y'all are all my new ones and all the ones who stayed with me and sticked it out with me for the few years. And again, subscribe if you like this channel. Put me a comment. Is there something you want me to try? I might try it. Depends what it is. So again, thank you for coming into my kitchen. I hope your family enjoys this cake as much as I'm going to enjoy it with a few of my friends later today. Bye, guys.